Hi, this is Todd from thestringclub.com. I'm very excited today to be demonstrating a brand new feature of the String Club that I think is going to be really valuable to all the users out there. It is the interactive play-along animations page and the separate links that we have up here. I'll demonstrate all of that. If you're new to the String Club and you haven't been to the website before, or even if you have and haven't registered for an account, I'd like for you to come down here, register for an account, and what that'll do is it'll send you an email whenever I post new content so you can keep up with what's going on here and not miss anything. So let's go to the interactive play-along page and take a look at that. So this page loads and you'll see a drop-down menu right here, and it has all of the pieces and exercises that I've uploaded so far. And there's a decent amount on there now, but I'm going to be putting a lot more over the coming weeks and into the future. I'll try to get to as many of your requests as I can. The great thing about this is there's a bunch of features that you can do that I wasn't able to do with the sort of static YouTube videos that I have. So let's look at some of those features. First of all, one of the comments that I get, I'm going to select Cripple Creek here, that's a good one to demonstrate. One of the comments I get on YouTube a lot is that the tempo is too fast and the student can't play it. So now you can change that tempo however much you want. First, let's listen to it at the original tempo here and see what this sounds like. Alright, so there it is at the original tempo of 132, but let's say you're practicing and you can't play that tempo yet. You can drop it down. Let's say you want to go real slow, you want to go to 60. So then let's listen to that. Makes it much easier to play. All right, if you want to go back to the original tempo, you can just click this override button. It goes back to the normal tempo. Now, what we're seeing right now is the violin 1 part, and that's because this one is selected as primary. If you want to learn the violin 2 part instead, you click that, and this changes. If you're a viola player, you would click here. If you're a cellist, you click there. Bass, you click there. So you can play whichever of these parts you would like. Now we can also hear whichever tracks that you'd like. Let's say, for instance, you want to work on the violin 1 part. You don't want to hear any of this other stuff. You can deselect that and then just focus on the one you're trying to practice. Let's say later on you want to add in the other voices. Right, so you can select whatever you want to hear. You could select this and just hear the accompaniment, and you're playing the solo part. That's kind of fun. So there's a really good resource right there. If we go down here, you see that there's a little scroll bar. So if there's a particular spot that you're having trouble with, let's say right there, and you want to start there, just drag it to whatever time you want and hit play, and there you go. So you can work on specific spots. Eventually we're going to have a little thing that you can loop back and forth. If you want to work on a little spot over and over and over, we're still developing that. All right, we also have a metronome, so you can hear clicking as you go. If that helps you stay in time, then use that. And that really comes in handy for recording, which we're going to look at now. So if you would like to record yourself, you just click this button right here, and it comes up over here. It asks you to allow String Club to use your microphone. So we say allow, and then it gives you a few seconds to get your instrument up. So I'm going to put my violin up on my shoulder. So you can play the whole thing. I'm just going to play that little bit because we're demonstrating right now, and you'll see that it made a little wave form here that tells me that I made a recording, and also the playback changes to user recording 1. So I can hear back what I did. And if I click this little X, if I don't like it, I click that X, then it goes away. And we're eventually going to have a save button up here where you can save your recordings so you can hear your progress over time. If you recorded it a month ago and you recorded it today, hopefully there's some progress that was made and you can keep track of all those things. So we've got a lot of developments in the works that will be coming soon. If you have certain requests of features that you would like, just let us know. So those are the main features that we have on here right now, and let's look at the menus a little bit. Let's say you are a viola player and you don't want to see things like Für Elise, for instance, that only have a violin. You say, oh, I don't want to see that. I want to see some things that only have viola. Then you come up here and you can click either on the viola or viola melody or viola exercises. If you want to see everything for viola, just click that. And you'll see down the right hand side we have all of the pieces and exercises that have viola in it. So let's say you wanted to learn Alleluia Chorus Quartet. So you click that and you'll see that we have a quartet arrangement of it including viola. So you would click here so it demonstrates the viola part, and then you can play along with it. All right. The other buttons that we have here, this is if you don't want to play just an accompaniment part, but you want to play the melody. You can click on viola melody. Now, unfortunately, right now there's only a couple there, but I'm going to increase that dramatically in the near future. You can also do viola exercises, and I'm going to increase this as well. We've got some scales, arpeggios, and some scales and rhythms to work on there. It all works exactly the same. Still have the metronome, you can still record yourself, all that stuff. For cello, obviously you come here, same idea. Bass, you come here, same idea. So let's take a look at some of the features on the player itself. Let's say I want to learn Shenandoah. Oh, we were already there. So if I scroll forward a little bit here, let's take a look at some features. This is an up bow indication, so that tells you to start with your bow out near the tip a little bit and go up bow first. If there's no indications over here after that, then you just go back and forth. So that's a down bow, that's an up bow, that's a down bow, and this is an up bow. Now notice right here we have this curved line, that's a slur. So you would play the same bow direction for all three of those notes. Let's move forward a little bit more. There's another slur, and then you'll see a position change. Anytime you have a number over here, it means you have to change position. So you go to third position and use your fourth finger, then your second finger, and then you go back to first position. So that gets a little more complicated, and if you don't understand how these positions work or any of these numbers, the things that are on here, go back to the front page. You can click on Home and watch the video called How to Play String Club Animations. It will demonstrate all of these features. Select violin or viola, cello, and bass. I'm kind of still working on how I'm going to do that, so I don't have a video specifically for that, but you can learn a lot just by looking at the cello one. So here's the tutorial video. If you, after you watch this, you still don't understand how it works, just let me know, ask me a question and I'll help you out. You can add comments down here, I'll see them and answer any questions that you have. So that applies to anything. If you're on any page, you don't understand something, just let me know. Ask either in the comments at the bottom of most of the pages, or send me an email at todd@thestringclub.com. Oh, and Todd is spelled with two D's, T-O-D-D @thestringclub.com, and I will reply to you as soon as I can. So I hope that you've learned a lot about how this interactive page works. Please give me your reactions. Let me know what works, what didn't work, what could be better, what features you would like, and of course keep the requests coming. I will fill them as fast as I can. Thank you. Goodbye.